Hey everybody, this is Professor Snart, just checking in here. Um, I do a lot of these recording things, but this is the first time I'm actually recording directly in YouTube, so I want to see how it works. Pardon me, it helps if my voice isn't gross. So we've had our first class, which is like our first whole week of face-to-face meetings. Again, the whole hybrid nature, we have the face-to-face time and then online time. I think everyone's probably got that by now. So if you haven't already, some of the stuff we talked about in class, make sure you logged into Blackboard. You can find the syllabus and print yourself a copy, so you have that hard copy that you can refer to. There's some of the class policies on there, but really you're getting it for our schedule of what's happening on a week-to-week basis. You'll see that for next week there's the stories assigned, which means you've come to class with the textbook, with the syllabus, just in case we need to refer to it. And of course, the story's completed and you've got the book with you, so we can do some discussion stuff, and we'll also continue some of the writing-based work that we started doing in our class on Tuesday, which is today. What's the date? The 18th, right? So that was our first day of class. So I'm not sure when you'll be watching this, but I'm recording it on Tuesday. And then as far as the online component, each of the weeks is broken up into units here. So Unit 1 is this week, Week 1. And you'll find those in the syllabus coordinated unit to unit. So Unit 1 in the syllabus, Unit 1 online, it all fits together. So this week I can click in and there's a little welcome. You'll see the ship moving along here. This following instructions for dummies, which isn't a book but probably should be, because especially for a class like ours where half of it's online, it's really crucial that you're reading the directions carefully and following them carefully as well, so you're not just doing sort of half the assignment or kind of sort of the assignment, that you're really doing everything that's required. Again, like we looked at in class, points wise, one individual online unit is not the end of the world. It's like 15 points, maybe more depending on what it is, but it's not like the 400 that the very final essay is. But missing a bunch of online units is just missing easy points, because there's not really complicated stuff that you're doing. So you don't want to be late with it or read it quickly and do it wrong, which often happens if you're doing it at the last minute and stuff like that. So for this unit though, aside from this really quick introduction, you're introducing yourself by creating a student home page. We actually use the journal function, and you can read the instructions here, and there's some visual tools that you can follow as well. You are using our first discussion board just to introduce yourself kind of again, really. But it's good to get practice using the discussion board in something simple and informal like this. And then last but not least, I'm asking you just to maybe look at a few other student home pages. It's not super crucial for us that we have this kind of online presence as far as being able to actually see somebody, because of course we have our face-to-face time, but it is useful, even though we're not an entirely online class, to still have that kind of more physical presence for our online stuff, even though people are just represented by a digital picture. But it helps to be able to see somebody online, rather than just have the name of somebody, which doesn't mean much if we haven't got a face to attach it to. So anyway, get used to these unscripted and kind of rambling video things, because they show up a lot. And then of course, if you have any questions about sort of overall course stuff, or the textbook, the syllabus, the grading guidelines, or specific to Unit 1 that we're into now, be sure to be in touch with me, and don't leave this until the last minute to do this weekend. You may get through it this first time, but leaving that late, it'll catch up with you. So just don't let that happen, especially early rather than later. Anyway, I'll talk to everybody soon, and certainly I'll see you by next Tuesday.